right, good afternoon and welcome to UALR, home of the Trojans in Gary Hogan Field. The Arkansas High School Association, Coaches Association All-Star Game on the Natural State Sports Network, brought to you by Everett, Buick, GMC. I'm Steve Henson along with Kevin Bohannon. The third member of our crew will be joining us soon, and Tristan Harlan will be down on the field as we get set here for baseball for the final time this summer. An opportunity to highlight these All-Stars from all across the state. As we take a look at our starting lineups, it'll be the West team as the home team for this one. So they will be out on the field with Russellville's Tristan Newberry on the bump to get things started. So as we look at the rest of the starting lineup for the West team, it'll be, of course, Newberry on the mound, Wilcox, Nestor, thank you, Fountain,
Ty Burnham will hit clean up,
Stewart, Taylor, Bryant, Autry,
Rhett Needert in the 9-hole,
and McCullough.
Yep.
As I was trying to read this scribble on this lineup, so appreciate you taking care of me there, K-Bo.
Absolutely, and you know, the Arkansas High School All-Star Game, the AAA All-Star Game, took 2 years off. They just did not have enough interest in the game, and it was tough to get all these athletes into one place. And credit to what Neil Grote has done in reviving the Arkansas High School Coaches Association. I've had the pleasure of working alongside him and getting these coaches and players out here. You've got 3 Arkansas commits. You got a lot of D1 commits, and just about all these kids will get to play college baseball next year, Steve. And that's what we're looking forward to. They get to go out one more time with their teammates.
Yeah, great thing by Neil and what they've been able to do. Really excited and thankful that Neil reached out to us and asked us to broadcast this. So we are just about set for pitch number 1 as Tristan Newberry makes his way up.
Arkansas fans will get a good look at Newberry. These pitchers will throw 1 or 2 innings depending on their pitch count. There will be a maximum of 7 batters per half inning, Steve.
Okay. Got some good nat mics going out there, as they are pretty loud in our ears too. So, a
lot of these kids have played with each other, against each other for a long time.
Good one there from Newberry for strike 2. So quickly ahead, 0-2. Newberry with some gaudy stats for Russellville this year. Really impressive on the mound as he'll step off here.
Yeah, he's facing Asa Myers, who's all-state in 2 sports at Jonesboro High School, was a quarterback, and then had a really good year hitting over 400 for the Hurricane.
So count will remain 0-2. As Myers waiting the 0-2 delivery. This one grounded back up the middle, and that one will make its way into center field. And a leadoff base hit for Asa Myers.
Yeah, doing a good job of shooting it back where it came from. Myers hit over 400 this year for the Hurricane. Him and Luke Weatherly were a big part of that Jonesboro team that made it to the quarterfinals of the 6A state playoffs. And that'll bring up Cannon Ring, who is playing in his future home today, Steve. He's going to be a Little Rock Trojan next year. Ring, of course, from Greene County Tech.
Ring a good year as well for the Eagles. As Myers gets his lead off. First one from Newberry to Ring is high. So 1-0.
Yeah, Newberry features good 3-pitch mix. He's got a good slider. It's kind of a sweeping slider. Then you throw a changeup too, but that fastball working the 90-92 range. He'll get up to 94 if he needs to.
1-0 in there for strike 1.
Works effortlessly. Had a lot of MLB scouts following him around this year. Of course, Russellville, tough year for Coach McCrotty over there. Will McCrotty. Wes McCrotty is actually the head coach of the West today, the head coach of Dover. Those two are actually twins, played for the Razorbacks. But Newberry did as much as he could for the Cyclones this year.
The 1-1 misses just outside. Yeah, I remember talking back during the Robinson Invitational with Coach Delaney. We'd been talking about Newberry and just the gaudy numbers he had been able to put up throughout. So an impressive pitcher and a big piece of what Arkansas may be able to do in the future. That one low, ball 3. 3-1 now Here to ring.
Yeah, and these guys, some of them, they're getting ready for college baseball, so they haven't been, throwing like they would have in season. That's one thing I talked to one of the coaches about earlier, where they're going to be ready to come out here and throw quite a bit today.
Ring thought he'd earned a walk. Instead, strike 2 called, and so count will run full now.
We'll have 2 9-inning games, hopefully, weather prohibiting, today at Little Rock Gary Hogan Field, home of the Trojans.
Yeah, thankfully, not near as warm. Still a little humid out there, windy. This one lifted right center field. Going back and camped out underneath it as the right fielder. And that catch is made for out number 1.
Looks like Ty Burnham in right field, future Razorback. Outfielder, right-handed pitcher. We'll see what Burnham does in Fayetteville next year, what they do with him. It'll be interesting to see. His fastball is up to 96, 97 this year. I think his future is on the mound.
Some impressive numbers out of some of these guys
Yeah.
and what they're able to do out there at that age. First one from Newberry in there for strike 1.
Keaton Mathis up to bat, the Max Preps Arkansas High School Player of the Year for the state of Arkansas. He hit .440 this year for the Blazers, who won their 3rd straight state championship.
That went in there for strike 2.
Good cutter right there by Newberry.
Yeah, impressive as well what they're doing at Valley View. I know as a Maumelle guy, we've gotten plenty of looks at Valley View over the last few years. That went up and away. Good place to miss there for Newberry. Try to get the chase.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Nick Watson, the head Hornet, earlier today. He's in the off-season mode right now, getting everything going.
Swing and a miss on the 1-2 as that one down in the carpet for strike 3.
A really good changeup right there by Newberry. You can see he's put together like a D1, like an SEC pitcher. You see him, he's put together like a pitcher should be, and he works effortlessly. He's only going to get better. Looks like we got good graphics up there, baby. Look at that. Good changeup right there on the replay.
You got to love this. They'll check on the runner. That one gets by, and it'll make its way down the first base line as Burnham comes in to retrieve it. So Myers moves to second base, and now with 2 outs, a scoring opportunity here for the East squad.
Jake Taylor over there at first base. Also will be a Little Rock Trojan next year. He, of course, a 4-year starter for the Rogers Mounties. Coach Matt Melson is one of the assistant coaches for the West squad today. He got to bring Jake Taylor, which is the best name in Arkansas high school baseball for the last 4 years. I'll have to find a new one next year, Steve. He's been my go-to the last 4 years.
You do got to love the great crowd mic we've got going out there. Got to give a lot of credit to our producer extraordinaire, Will Watkins. He's on his A game for tonight.
He is. They're talking about Marcus Bates up to bat right now. He's going to go to Crowder next year, be a Rough Rider. He was once committed to the University of Arkansas, but he's going to go the route of Crowder out of Benton, Arkansas. Should have a good career.
That first one misses, so 1-0 now. So Bates looking to drive in a run here in the top half of the first. Swing and a miss, 1-1 here to Bates.
It's been a while since some of these guys have seen the velo that Newberry's coming with right now, so got a little adjustment to do right here.
You can see Newberry for an inning, and so we'll come out and pump it strong here. Speaking of, strike 2, 1-2.
Reminds me of Clayton Kershaw in his last All-Star game. He said, I got to come in and pump some cheddar right now, and it was like 89. Newberry's not pumping 89,
no.
though. I bet he's every bit of 91, 92 right now.
Now the 1-2 high, 2-2.
Had somebody ask me last night, what's going to be the difference between these guys that are going from high school to the SEC to pitch? And the biggest thing is how you hold runners, how you hold a running game, and what you do with traffic on the bases. You can tell Newberry's got some pitchability to him. 2-2 pitch, called strike 3 as Bates strikes out to end the top half of the first. We'll head to the bottom half. No score as the West comes to bat.
All right, welcome back to the Arkansas High School Association All-Star Game presented by Everett Buick GMC here on the Natural State Sports Network. I'm Steve Henson along with Kevin K. Bohannon and third member of our crew. He's cruising around here somewhere as he's down field level with is Tristan Harlan. So we'll be joining him between innings here in after this. And but Tristan will be with us here in just a moment. But looking forward here to the bottom half of the first. On the mound for the East, we owe in Davenport.
Davenport's going to go to the UCA next year, not too far from his Conway High School campus that he was at for the last 4 years, and his future head coach, Nick Harlan's here to watch him today. It's one of the things I've seen so far, Steve, is a lot of these guys, their future coaches are here. Saw Coach Harlan, saw Evan Lee, of course, and happy birthday to E. Lee, my man. His birthday's today. So these guys are getting to see some of their future players on display here.
You got to see Evan when I got here. He was the only guy here, so let us in the press box earlier today.
Yeah, we were hoping to see Coach Curry today. He is actually in Millington, Tennessee, watching Caleb Curry play a little showcase ball this weekend. So
Weston Wilcox to bat here for the West team. First one from Davenport. Misses low and inside for ball one.
Weston was All-State for Van Buren this year. 8-0 on the mound, hit over 440, led the team in RBIs.
And this one ripped right field. That's going to get over to the track. One hops off the wall, picked up out there, and brought into second. A leadoff double as the throw goes all the way to third. Wilcox will not advance. And a leadoff double for the West.
That's what you like to see out of the future Cavalier that's going to Johnson County Community College, home of the National Junior College Athletic Association national champs this year. They were 67-3 this year, Steve. Only 3 losses on the year. Let's see how Davenport does. Eli Nestor coming up. Nestor's going to Oral Roberts next year.
And the first one from Davenport misses low and away. So Nestor ahead early, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch inside, ball 2.
Getting the zone right here. Nestor, of course, from Rogers Heritage. Heritage down a little bit this year. And a new head coach. Brian Walker took a job at Owasso in Oklahoma.
So now the 2-0 pitch outside, ball 3. So a little scuffle here early for Davenport after the leadoff double.
Like I said at the outset of the broadcast, it's a 7-hitter limit, which they've done in the past. They've done 5 as the max number. They want to kind of keep the games rolling. There will be no extra innings.
And the 3-0 pitch misses, so 4-pitch walk.
Here, assistant coach Shane Fullerton over there for the East. Coach Full with a plethora of rings in his cabinet. State champion last year at Harding Academy. Said he's going to hang it up after this year, Steve, and be the assistant and still hold his athletic director roles and hand it over to his assistant, JR. So it'll be a bright future for the Wildcats once again.
Now Davenport finds the zone and works ahead now here at Fountain, 0-1.
Brody Fountain, of course, from Lake Hamilton. Played for Coach Matthew Wiggin, the 5A South champions this year. Fountain going to Henderson State next year to be ready.
Now the 0-1. Just misses inside, 1-1. Of course, we'll have 2 games today, so hopefully, as you said earlier, Cabo, the weather holds off.
Yeah. We're going to need that weather to hold up.
That one misses well outside, so 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch as Davenport gets the sign. It's on its way. 2-1 pitch in there for strike 2.
Good fastball. Of course, Conway lost to Bryant in the semifinals this year. Coach Leighton Harden ended up ranked in the National High School Coaches Association poll. I think they were ranked 48th in the top 50. Valley View came in at number 8 nationally.
Wow. Well deserved out of that program and what they've been able to do. The 2-2 pitch. This one grounded foul and right at the dugout. You got everybody dancing over there in the east dugout. Yeah, you think about that state championship, of course, for Bryant this year. That's to say a surprising state championship for Bryant. May sound odd, but it was a little bit of a surprise this year, a team that I don't think too many really expected to make that run that they were able to make, but an impressive run nonetheless.
Yeah, and what Garrett Bach did, they were my kind of dark horse at the beginning of the year because I figured they would come out and play better in the second year under Bach, and they did. They caught fire at the right time, ended up as the 3 seed coming out of the Central and beat Conway. They scored 6 runs in the top of the 10th inning in the 6A semifinals in Fayetteville to punch that ticket to the state championship game and just came up short against Springdale Harbor.
A full count here as Davenport trying to avoid loading the bases in the first. Just one hit and a leadoff double. Strikeout and a walk. Or no, sorry, a walk now. Back-to-back walks, and the bases are loaded here in the top half of the first.
Got Ty Burnham coming up right here. Got no outs. Catcher Cannon Ring coming out to talk to his pitcher, get him settled down a little bit. Burnham swings it from the left side, throws it from the right. Put together young man Steve. He's about 6'3", 6'4". Asked Coach Melson if he was going to throw a little bit. He said he might get an inning in game 2. We'll see.
An impressive collection, obviously an all-star game, so you'd expect that. But this is a great group. I know there was another all-star game a week or two ago, so good to see this group and collection of young men. One notable missing, Max Holland. He's stuck, unfortunately, at orientation up at the University of Arkansas, so unable to make it as that one fouled out of play.
Yeah, they said he might make it back for game 2 tonight. We'll see if he gets back. Holland, of course, going to Arkansas next year, part of that 11-man recruiting class for Dave Van Horn from the high school side. They've signed 10 out of the transfer portal so far. So 24 newcomers so far for the Razorbacks in the offseason.
Yeah, how's that portal season going for you, Cabo?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That one misses inside, 1-1. Yeah, no, I appreciate all the effort you were able to put in just for this because I know your life has been crazy between football and baseball and even basketball now, even a commitment there today. So.
It's crazy because last year during the College World Series didn't have to deal with the portal that much, and then it was just kind of like a 2-week sprint. But now you got the whole month of June to try to run down kids and see what they're going to do.
The 1-1 pitch lifted on the infield fly rule in effect, and that'll be the first out of the bottom half of the first.
Good pitch right there by Owen Davenport. Get back in the zone, find it out. Now you're 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning.
Yeah, this would be one of those times that if you're the West squad, you would hate the fact that you could only send 7 hitters to the plate because you've got a chance to really open this thing up early.
Keeper Earl and Max Stewart, of course, 6A state champion Springdale Harbor Wildcats, played for Coach Dustin Helmkamp.
And this one lifted, right side, long run, and into the – I can't see it anymore, but it does fall in foul territory.
Just short of the Chick-fil-A sign out there in foul territory.
I think about time to get that net handled there. As you can see, some of the netting starting to fall apart here. But, obviously big plans here at Gary Hogan. I know there's the plans for some new facilities, and well-deserved when you consider just what has been going on over the last 2 seasons here at Little Rock, and really before that, but it's really started to culminate over the last couple of years for Coach Curry and his squad.
Yeah, Coach Curry signed to a 5-year extension. It was announced earlier today. Take him through 2031.
There's a called strike. 0-2 now for Davenport as he tries to wiggle out of this first inning jam. Stay with us between innings as we'll go down to Tristan Harlan as he'll be interviewing Pulaski Academy athlete Ace DeWeese. So DeWeese unable to play in this game. The 0-2 pitch from Davenport misses outside, 1-2.
Yeah, DeWeese. I asked him before the game. I knew he wasn't going to throw because he had quite a few innings during the spring for the PA Bruins. Of course, they won the 4A state championship. Denny Tipton got his 5th overall as a head coach. Really great to see for the Bruins. That group had never been to a state tournament, Steve, so it was great to see that group, Williams Svoboda, just Luke Edwards, all of them, Major Jackson, get a chance to win the state championship.
Yeah, you think about the job that Coach Tipton was able to do over there. Obviously, very familiar with Coach coming from Sylvan Hills and the career he had there. And we used to joke every time we'd see Coach Tipton over at PA, he was smiling again. He was so happy to be back on the baseball field and excited and happy for him to get that state championship at PA. So the 2-2 pitch. Yeah, check swing, fouled off. That one eats up Stewart.
And a little excuse me swing right there from Stewart, and the slider got in on his hands a little bit.
So now 2-2. Bases loaded. Nestor at second, fouled at first, Wilcox at third. Davenport trying to work around a couple of walks and a double. 2-2 pitch. This one lifted, foul out of play.
You talked about the All-Star game they had a couple weeks ago. That was the Central Arkansas All-Star game with all the high schools in the greater Little Rock metro area and some of the counties surrounding Pulaski County. It's always a great deal to come out here and those kids get to play it. This one came from the Arkansas Activities Association. Those that were named to the All-Star team, 2 players per school is the max.
Swing and a miss on the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, so 2 away now here in the first.
So that's why you won't see any more than 2 per school out here. 1A through 6A, representation from all classifications out here today.
And again, big props to Neil Grote and his crew of folks that have put this together. I know it's been a lot of work since him and I first talked a few months ago about it, so this is a great culmination for an event. First one from Davenport to Taylor in there for strike 1.
I remember when Neil reached out to me and he told me, he was like, hey, we're going to get the All-Star game back. He said, you got an idea about who could stream this thing? I said, yes, I do, in fact.
Well, we appreciate the word there, Cabo.
No problem.
All the more reason why I called you up, made sure you got the call. The 0-1. This one ripped, and at the shortstop, good play over there. A diving snag, and that'll do it for the first inning. Threat avoided as they leave the bases loaded. And we'll head down to Tristan Harlan as he's got Ace DeWeese down in the east dugout. Go ahead, Tristan.
All right, Steve, thanks. I'm here with Ace DeWeese. Ace, first of all, congratulations on being a state champion. What does that mean to you to win the first state championship in PA history as well for baseball?
It feels amazing. You know, last year we didn't have much of a good year, didn't make regionals, 5th in our conference, and really just the underdogs coming into this next season. And, you know, we got a new head coach, and, you know, he really battled us, made us better, and, you know, pulled an amazing year off, only lost 3 games this year, you know, won our regionals, won state, you know. It feels amazing, you know, it feels surreal from, you know, last year not being good at all, being terrible, and then this year becoming a, you know, powerhouse, so.
Right, baseball all second team. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to maybe your family to achieve such an achievement?
You know, I've been working out in the off seasons, working my butt off, you know, trying to be the best person I can. You know, it feels amazing, you know, I worked for it, I've grinded, and, you know, you can't say it's luck, you know, putting a lot, so it feels amazing, and, you know, once you work so hard, you know, it's good to finally get that second team.
Right, now you're not out there today. Does it kind of hurt you a little bit not getting to play with all these talented players here today?
It does. You know, I love playing baseball, and, you know, it hurts me not being able to play out here pitching these great guys. You know, there's a lot of highly competitive guys out here and great guys, and I really want to pitch in this game, but I sadly can't, but I'd love to. You know, it's sad.
Right, my last one for you, Ace. What are you saying to your team? I mean, I know you guys kind of struggled last inning on the defensive effort. You had a great play by the shortstop. I mean, what are you saying to you guys as they're coming back to the dugout?
You know, let's really bounce back here. You know, let's get a good inning in, and you know, we've got a great team here, a bunch of good guys going to colleges everywhere, and you know, just let's put everything together. You know, get everyone good teamwork. You know, we got a good team here, and I think we got the W.
Right. Well, Ace, thank you so much. Steve, Kevin, back to you.
All right, great job, Tristan, with Ace DeWeese. And again, congratulations to Pulaski Academy on that state title. And, of course, Denny Tipton just adding to his Hall of Fame career. The first one.
Kyle Murphy on the mound out of Gravett.
First one ripped right at the third baseman for out number 1.
Really good hit right there by Peyton Wallace out of Lone Oak. Wallace, really good middle infielder. Really quick twitch athlete that Jack Rabbits liked. They were conference champions this year. Got to the state tournament. Made it to the second round. Had a good replay right here. Stab right there at third base. I love seeing these pitchers throw inside, Steve. I mean, you get kids that are afraid to throw inside, and they just pump it outside and try to nibble away. These guys haven't been afraid to go inside today. I love seeing it.
That went in there for a strike.
And the West squad is loaded with lefties today. They got Newberry, Roland Murphy out there. They got Jake Taylor that's going to start game 2. They got a few others that'll take the bump today from the left side.
So Murphy ahead 1-2.
Murphy was all-state out of Gravett this year.
And swing and a miss for strike 3. So Murphy picking up where Newberry left off and working quickly here through the top half of the second.
See Zane McClure from the Riverside Rebels coming up. Riverside ran into the Woodlawn Bears in the state tournament this year.
That one misses.
Just a bit high there.
Now the 1-0 pitch here from Murphy. That one line, grounded right back up the middle. Diving attempt by the shortstop, but it'll sneak its way into center field. And a 2-out single will keep the inning alive for the East.
Good job right there. Good hitting by Zane McClure. Just went right back up the middle. Don't try to pull it. If he stays middle out, Murphy's got good arm side run, so it's going to stay in the middle to the outer part of the plate, and he did a good job taking it back up the middle. McClure's going to Three Rivers next year up there in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Play for a good friend of mine.
First one to Walls misses as Case Walls bats. A lot of guys ending up in that Three Rivers program.
Yeah, especially out of that northeast corridor up there.
And the 1-0 going to miss outside, 2-0. And we're gonna do our best, K-Bo, to keep folks up to date with who's out on the field throughout, but it's a little difficult at times with all the subbing we're going to see in this one. We've
got the charts and everything, so we'll kind of keep everybody up to date, especially the ones up here in the booth with us.
Yeah. So 2-1. Here's Murphy. And then work through it. That one ripped. That's going to find the gap. Going back, and one hops the wall. Rounding third is McClure. They'll send him to the plate. No throw as it's cut off. And the East grabs the lead here early, 1-0 off of the double by Case Walls.
Got to it, dropped the bat head. Walls out of Southside B branch. Dropped the bat head, got it out there. One hop the wall. And talk about hitting home runs here at Gary Hogan Field is not the easiest thing to do, but he got into that one, Steve. And every bit of 350, 360 out there to the warning track.
You say it's not easy, but I'd beg to differ with what I watched in batting practice earlier. Yeah. They were roping it out of this place. Well, we'll fly a little bit today. As Cooper Bodie bats. First one to him low for ball 1.
Yeah, the trivia question, the only player to hit a home run in the 2026 state championship games in Hot Springs this year. Cooper Bodie.
Was it? Okay.
Oppo Taco, bottom of the first inning against Pulaski Academy.
Yeah, impressive. Obviously, Majestic Park, beautiful facilities there as well.
Yeah, big fan of Cooper Bodie. He had a great career at Brooklyn. He's going to get to continue to play ball. Going to go to South Ark next year, play for Cannon Lester.
A little conversation here at the mound. This may be, some of this could be maybe getting signals straight with a runner at second.
Yeah. Lake Hamilton behind the plate and Gravett on the bump. Really good job by the East right here to bounce back. They 3 of the first 6 batters had struck out.
2-0 pitch in there for a strike.
2 out hitting right there by McClure and Walls to give the East a 1-run lead.
Yeah, it really looked like that they were just going to cruise again through this inning after the first inning and the work Newberry did. Now Murphy out there was mowing them down, but now a little 2-out rally. And that one lifted on the 2-1 pitch, out of play, foul.
Each team is hitting 10. They're getting an extra hitter. Make sure these position players all get to hit and all get an experience here.
It's a little different in the rules, but, you know, I feel like I'm just back at one of my kids' tournament baseball games on the weekend where we can bat 15 if we want.
Yeah. Continuous lineup.
Yeah. So the 2-2, that one just misses. And the count will go full at 3-2.
Great pitch right there.
And we had our first, well, I guess we did All-Stars last year. First foray into that this past weekend, and it's a different animal, but something else batting that many throughout a game. And the 3-2 pitch is lifted, left center field. Center fielder running in and dropped it. Went off his glove. So that'll allow Walls to score. Bodie cruises in to second, and an error keeps the inning alive.
Tough one right there for Weston Wilcox. It was right in the spot to where you want to hit it. But Wilcox, of course, gave it a run, gave it a shot, just wasn't quite able to get there.
So now to Chapman. Dexter Chapman will bat. There's Chapman out of Batesville. He'll stand in from the left side.
Pioneers made the state tournament as the 4 seed this year out of the 5A East.
The first one to him is in there for strike 1.
See if Murphy can get this one out here and limit the damage to 2 runs.
And that one low. Ball 1-1. You know, maybe Tristan and Ace were onto something down there when he asked Ace what they got to do to get things going, and they figured it out after a couple of quick outs.
Yeah, Ace is the 4th coach down there. Very good baseball IQ.
And the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that was a good one.
It was. I think the drop by the catcher is what maybe.
I think he confused the home plate umpire. This is an all-star game, brother. Let's get those.
Yeah, I thought that was for sure strike 2. Instead 2-1. And this one lifted. That'll get out of play. So 2-2 now to Dexter Chapman. We're going to effort getting, we were talking about Neil earlier, we're effort getting Neil Grodin in the second game. The 2-2 pitch from Murphy just off the plate, 3-2. I was talking to Neil yesterday about who all we were going to, roll through and use, and wanted to interview throughout, as we'll have interviews throughout the game, and told him I wanted to get him on. He's like, I think the second game would be best. I should be more relaxed by the second game.
He is. Neil's a salesman by trade. There we go.
Swing and a miss. For strike 3, and that'll end the top half of the inning, but not before the East squad gets a little 2-out rally, scores 2. They lead this one 2-0 as we head to the bottom half.
Over the years, I've talked a lot about the Everett difference, but if you haven't experienced it firsthand, you may not know what that means. It means a different way of treating customers. It means a different approach to service. It means making a difference in the communities we're blessed to serve. The Everett difference isn't just something we talk about, you'll feel it when you're here. We invite you to come discover the difference for yourself at Everett Buick GMC.
All right. Welcome back to our Arkansas High School Association All-Star Game, brought to you by Everett Buick GMC on the Natural State Sports Network. I'm Steve Henson. Cable will be back with us in a moment. First pitch to Bryant misses. So 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That one in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss for strike two to Bryant. So 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one lined center field and nearly gets over the head. But play is made for out number one here in the bottom half of the second. So now Corey Autry will bat from Lake Hamilton. And the first one to him in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch now. And that one in there for strike two, so quickly ahead 0-2.
Nice little slider right there from Davenport.
Davenport back out there for his second inning of work for the East squad, now staked with a 2-0 lead. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, and quick work there of Autry. Quick work here in this bottom half of the second with two away. So now Boonville's Rhett Nieder will bat.
Nieder's leaving Boonville as one of the most accomplished players not only in the state.
First one to him. Back up the middle. Scooped up at second, across to first. A good stretch to get the third out. And a quick 1-2-3 bottom half of the second. So that'll do it for two innings here from our Arkansas High School Association All-Star Game, brought to you by Everett Buick GMC. All right, welcome back to the Arkansas High School Association All-Star Game here on Natural State Sports, brought to you by our friends over at Everett Buick GMC. I'm Steve Henson, along with Kevin Bohannon, Tristan Harlan downfield level. And get set for our top half of the third. East team, 2-0 lead, looking to add to it. As Myers will bat. First one to him, low for ball one.
Talked about Myers earlier. Hit 440 this year for the Hurricane, made All-State. Son of a coach, Coach Lionel Myers, assistant at Jonesboro.
This one grounded, third, scooped, a quick throw across to first, and that'll retire Myers here in the top half of the third inning.
That's exactly what Murphy needed to happen right there. Coming out of the last inning where he gave up a couple of runs.
So now Cannon Ring will bat. Murphy back out for his second inning of work.
Gravett finished third in that 4A1 conference. Shiloh Christian and P. Ridge were 1 and 2 this year. Murphy was a big part of it. Was their All-State nominee.
The first one from Murphy in there. Misses for ball one, 1-0. Ring awaits. And that one misses outside, 2-0. So we're going to go down to Tristan Harlan right now, as he's got one of the coaches, Tommy Richardson, down there with our West squad.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I'm down here with Coach Tommy Richardson. And, Coach, first of all, congratulations on surpassing 800 wins this season. What does that mean to you as a coach and maybe the entire your entire roster?
I don't know what it meant to them. It meant a lot to me. It's just longevity and having a lot of good players. I mean, it's not my coaching by any means. I've had some good ones through the years.
Right. So, of course, you're in this all-star game. You got a load of talent on your roster. I mean, how does that make you feel as a coach to have such a talented roster in an all-star game?
This is fun. I mean, it really is fun. There's no holes in your lineup. There's no weaknesses on the mound. They come in and throw. They come in and do what they're very professional too. They come in and get all their stuff done. Like their coaches have done a good job with them.
Right. Okay. So you guys give up 2 in the top half of the second. What was the message as the team came back to the dugout, and how do you keep you guys focused in this game and ahead of the next game as well?
We got to score 2. At least, maybe 3. 3 would be better. But our guys will do it. We had an opportunity in the first inning there and let it slip, and we'll get back at it again. And our guys hit really well, and they'll do their job at the plate.
Right.
I feel like.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. Good luck on the rest of this game and the next game as well. Steve, Kevin.
Appreciate you, Tristan. As now with Coach Tommy Richardson, as Ring strikes out and 2 away quickly here in the third inning.
Tommy Richardson is one of not only the best baseball minds in the state of Arkansas, but one of the best overall guys. I mean, I've known him for I don't know how many years now, but he's right. It's his guys that come in, and he will always be the one that puts the credit on them. And he told me a couple of years ago before a state championship game, when they win, it's on them. When we lose, it's on me.
Well, he's not only a great coach, but incredibly humble, obviously, down there as in his coaching. There's something there with 800 wins to take advantage of. So a 2-0 count here now. Mathis, as he lifts this one out of play foul.
Mathis is going down the road next year to be an ASU Red Wolf. Mike Silva squad. It'll be Silva's 3rd year at the helm of the Red Wolves. They had a hot start this past year, including a 12-4 win over Arkansas, and then just hit the skids out there at the end of the season and just couldn't quite hang on.
Yeah, you talk about it. First, we talk about all the talent that's come through Valley View and guys that are all over the place right now off of those rosters. But Arkansas State getting a really good one in Mathis. That one misses outside for ball 4. So Mathis will draw the 2-out walk. But, you know, Silva's done a great job with that program at Arkansas State. I know a little disappointing in how the year finished for them. But you start looking at just how good the baseball is here in the state of Arkansas. Obviously, so many of these kids are going to end up playing at a lot of Arkansas colleges, and it's a big reason why. But, you know, it could be fun here in the next few years to see multiple, if not 2, 3, maybe 4 different Arkansas teams playing in the postseason, as good as baseball's getting across the landscape.
Absolutely, and I was doing a broadcast interview for one of the regional ESPN outlets back before the postseason, and talking about Little Rock and talking about Arkansas, how it should be every year at least 2 should be in, no matter what, and then maybe get 3 and the ideal thing would get 4 or 5 in, but UCA and Little Rock are going to be in the United Athletic Conference next year, so only one of them will get an automatic bid. But I think Little Rock is set up for a lot of success in the future, as is ASU and, of course, Arkansas. And then what Logan Stout did at Pine Bluff this year, he just continues to add really good guys out of the high school ranks, out of the portal. Really excited what they're doing. And, of course, Nick Harlan had a really good season. They made a run in the ASUN tournament this year.
Got a courtesy runner here for Mathis.
Marcus Bates, coming from Benton, Coach Mark Ballesteri made the finals this year.
Just missed. Of course, Benton's always put together great baseball teams, and you see what they've been able to do basketball-wise now and football, but a lot of great athletics going on down in Saline County. That one fouled out of play.
Yeah. 3 baseball teams made the state championship this year between Haskell, Harmony Grove, Benton, and Bryant.
An impressive run of what's going on athletically. Of course, Bryant just continues to win state championships, seems like in every sport. 3-2 pitch. That one fouled out of play.
Yeah, they were trying to make it a 3-for.
Yeah.
Harding Academy had done it in Class 3A a couple of times. I know they did it at least once. But at the 6A classification, you'd have to go back. I know Fayetteville got close one year. I can't remember if they actually did it or not.
And the 3-2 pitch misses. Runner was on the move, but doesn't matter. It's ball 4. So now runners at first and second, and again, the East seems to like to hit with 2 outs. As another little 2-out rally going as Peyton Wallace steps to the plate.
Yeah, get them on base and get them in. That's what you want. You hear the East dugout chirping a little bit at the courtesy runner out there. I was trying to see who it was. It was Will Jones from North Little Rock, I believe, out there.
Wallace steps in as Murphy trying to work through his second inning. And the first one high for ball 1.
So I know Lonoke has been purple, white, mixed in a little black, but when did they get neon green as part of their color scheme? That's what I got to ask Wallace about that in between games.
They had to throw that in with the new facilities they're building out there, I guess.
They're getting a brand new baseball and softball complex, or fields at least.
Yeah, doing some great. I mean, some of the facilities out there have gotten really, really nice here in the last couple of years. They've done a great job. Of course, a good friend of mine, Matt Lewis, his son Cooper plays out at Lone Oak. 1-1, foul tipped back into the mid for strike 2.
Murphy doing a good job of attacking right here. Just let's not get fancy with it. Wouldn't be surprised if he breaks off. Oh, Uncle Charlie right here. He got a really good curveball. He's got a really good bite at the end of it right here to see if he goes back to it.
So now the 1-2. Runners go. Swing and a miss in the carpet. They'll have to complete it and throw down to first to do so, and that'll do it for the top half of the third. So an attempted 2-out rally goes awry, and we'll head to the bottom half of the third. East leads this one 2-0. right, welcome back here to the ARBCA All-Star Game on the Natural State Sports Network, brought to you by Everett, Buick, GMC. And Levi Martin on the mound now as he'll face Mount Ida's
Kane
Kane
McCullough,
McCullough. Thank you.
the designated hitter out of Mount Ida. Martin is a unicorn, Steve. He pitches off of a circle change, and it's beautiful. Not all these kids that want to chase velo. Martin's out there, Central Missouri Mules commit, and he's pounding a circle change up. You'll see a lot of it.
Need to get him and my youngest together and let him learn how to throw that pitch. So that one misses, 2-0.
Does a good job. He came in and finished up the 5A state championship game for Valley View after Will Finley started it.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. Yeah, I've been impressed with Levi. I've gotten to see a lot of Levi Martin, whether it be obviously Robinson Invitational or against Maumelle or state championship games, it seems like every year. Great young man, a great pitcher, and that one swing and a miss. He comes out, starts with a strikeout for the first out here of our third.
I told you he throws that circle change, but he can gas it 87, 88. Really good pitch right here. Spots up, bam, fastball, blow it by him. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
So back to the top of the order is Wilcox will bat. And the first one to him misses outside for ball 1.
He'll be effective in college because he can throw it to both sides of the plate. He can bend it away from righties and lefties. That's something that pitchers, all of them, need to learn how to do.
That one in there for strike 1 is Weston Wilcox out of Van Buren. 1 for 1 on the day.
He was a finalist for the Gatorade Player of the Year award.
And a swing and a miss there. Martin trying to work quickly here for the East squad.
Yeah, Martin started his high school career at Pocahontas and came over shortly after and played 3 years at Valley View.
One foul. They're going to say, no, it is fair. Looked like it fouled off his foot, but a fair ball. Throw him out at first base. So Wilcox retired for the second out of the inning.
Great job right there. The East catcher, I don't know who's back there right now. Let's see. It's probably Mathis, considering his guys on the bump.
Nestor to bat. The first one to him misses for a ball.
Really like Nestor. He played a little infield for Heritage, but his future's on the bump. Going to Tulsa next year to ORU.
Just missed. ORU, a really good program as well. Always puts together a great baseball team. And I got to see some of them this year against Little Rock. As that one lifted, right side. Playing in was the right fielder. Got to go back, and he'll make the play just shy of the warning track for the third out of the inning as a baseball came randomly flying onto the field about the time he made the catch. So that'll do it for the bottom half of the third. As we're going to head down to Tristan Harlan here during our break.
Yeah, he'll have Weston Wilcox.
Yep. He's going to have Weston Wilcox, so we will, the West squad, as we'll await Tristan ready down there and he says he's ready, so we'll head down to Tristan as he's got Weston Wilcox.
Yeah, Steve, down here with Weston Wilcox. Weston, we saw you at bat that last half inning. Walk me through that at bat. I mean, what happened? What did you see? I mean, what happened out there?
First at bat, I knew he was going to kind of start fastball just to get it going, and then he got behind, so I knew he was probably going to come back with another one. End up putting it over in right field for a double, and then that last at bat, I know Levi a little bit, so I know he's a heavy changeup off-speed guy until that later counts where he'll throw the fastball, try to sneak it by you, but just kind of missed it. But I'll know that going into the next at bat. So.
Right, you got to start in outfield today. What does that mean to you to start in the All-Star game 1? Of course, you guys are playing a doubleheader, but what does that mean to you to start?
That's pretty big, and knowing all the guys out here. I know a lot of guys from both teams, and there's a lot of talent out here, and just being able to start means a lot for me.
Right. Talk about your season. What led you up to this point? I mean, how do you think you played this season, and how do you think you continue to get better as a player?
I think I had a pretty good year. I would have liked a little less strikeouts, but that was just me being aggressive, playing higher up in the order, trying to get on base. But, just lots of hours with Coach Weatherford, who's here today, and by myself in the cages just getting prepped, and then I got to do the same going up to college next year.
All right, well, Weston, best of luck in your college career. Hope to see you some more tonight. Steve, Kevin.
I appreciate you, Tristan. And Weston Wilcox, as we get ourselves set here for our fourth inning of play. It'll be Andrew Knowlton to lead things off for the East squad, I believe, unless they make a change on us.
Yeah, it'll be Andrew.
And it is
There we
Knowlton.
go.
Yep.
We are playing 7 innings. You're going to get to see some more smoke on the mound from Burnham. He'll be, I'll probably be 92, 94 today.
Well, I'm excited to see him because you've talked him up the whole time, and
Yeah.
he didn't get a chance to show his arm from the outfield.
He is really raw. I will say that. He's just now started learning how to pitch last couple of years. I remember when they put him on the mound last year at the end of the season, he was 90, 91, and I was like, I text Coach Melson, I was like, who in the world is this kid? And they're like, that's Ty. He's going to be a good one.
You see it. I mean, it just in the mechanics and his ability to really get over the top. And, man, there is a violent move as he comes to the plate. You can see where he creates a lot of that velocity from.
Yeah.
This is on his first 2 here to Knowlton. There's a good one in there for strike 1. A little more of a breaker.
Little cutter there, right there by Burnham. It's what you see a lot more of these days. These high velo guys throwing cutters, and there you go. Good for one of those. It's been raining out there, guys. It's a little slippery.
And to be fair, it is a little humid out there too.
Yeah.
And he was out in right field, right? So
Correct.
It's pretty wet in right field too. So
Yeah.
maybe he's still got some damp hands or damp glove. Now the 3-1, that one misses wildly as well for ball 4. And so Knowlton will head down to first, and Zane McClure will bat.
McClure had a single last time up, shot it back up the middle. That was off of Kyle Murphy. Talking to Neil Grote last week, we kind of ran into a conundrum, Steve, of getting enough catchers out here, okay? Because Conway is actually in the east.
Right.
But they're west of Little Rock. So don't ask, the AAA did that mostly because the 6A Central goes to the East All-Star squad and the 6A West goes to the West All-Star squad. That's why that is the way it is.
That one lifted foul.
We got Brody Fountain up here from Lake Hamilton who's going to Harrison State next year. We had to find another one for the West because you had a lot of lower classification guys. And those low classification guys, they've caught 82, 83 this year. And you get Newberry coming from the left side at 93 and Burnham, in the 90s. It was a little bit different for them. So
it's a good pitch there. Yeah, a little different animal when you get to see that much more velo. So strike 3 there, 1 away now here in the 4th.
See Burnham climbing the ladder right here on the replay. He's got a lot of rise in that ball.
That's what we call letter cheddar. Good pitch there. First one now. I don't know if we missed something. They're saying this is Cooper Bodie batting.
They might have skipped Walls.
I think they skipped McClure, and that was actually Walls that batted.
Yeah.
So now Bodie batting as he fouls that one off.
That's All-Star game. They're not going to call him out.
Well, it's got me confused and messed up, and I was just finally getting in a rhythm over here.
It's
so.
okay. We're going to put something in the scorebook, NB, not batting right now. Yeah, thanks.
And the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 2, as this is Bodie batting.
Bodie's a 3-year starter, All-State for Brooklyn this past year. Had obscene numbers. He had over 540 for the season.
And swing and a miss as they are really having issues catching up with the velo of Burnham now. So now Dexter Chapman will bat.
We're going to see if we got any guns out in the audience today.
I know there was a question as to whether or not we were – oh, hey, right there, looky there, right here to your left. How about
there
that?
We go. There we go. 96.
96. My goodness.
Track man right there. The 2,600 spin rate.
It's ridiculous.
I'm just
From a guy you said is raw. A guy you said is raw. That one missed, but TrackMan says it was in there for a strike. So 1-0. Now I'm in trouble now that I've got TrackMan in my left. And misses. I'm gonna pull the Bubba Carpenter over here.
I will be calling the rest of the game, sports fans.
So 2-0, as Cabo said, the raw Burnham up there throwing 94 right now. So pretty impressive.
Like I said, I think his future's on the mound anyway.
Yeah. If he could just get the controls, that one makes its way to the backstop. So that'll allow Knowlton to advance. I believe that's Knowlton.
It is.
Out there at second. We just had that change there. Way ahead now here as Chapman bats 3-0. Again, another potential 2-out rally. That one misses for ball 4.
That'll get Asa Myers up for the 3rd time in 4 innings.
Now Myers steps in. Again, a chance to score some runs here with 2 outs. Burnham's first. That one lifted, and it will get out of play right here next to us.
Myers with a single in the 1st inning and then grounded out to 3rd. Back in the 3rd.
So 0-1 now to Myers. Burnham. That ball had some nasty movement to it.
Red shirt is a curveball or slider?
That one, I don't see it on there. That one misses. 2-1.
See if we can get back in the zone here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Knowlton at second, and that one hit him. So Myers gets hit by the pitch. And so now bases loaded here in the 4th. And Cannon Ring will bat.
Yeah, both teams have had bases loaded now in the game. West squad had it in the 1st inning. Owen Davenport was able to work out of that jam.
Got 94 miles per hour off the shoulder.
Doesn't feel good.
No.
At all.
And that one way inside gets past. Knowlton will head first slide on the carpet into the plate. So the 3rd run across here for the East squad.
That Burnham just needs to calm down a little bit right now. Obviously, you see the stuff. It's there. Just needs to harness it. He's got a really, really fast arm.
Is that wind or thunder?
A little wind.
A 1-0 as that one breaks over for a ball.
You see a lot of time when the guys got a lot of velo or can't quite command the fastball, they'll go to the off-speed pitch, and you've seen Burnham do it a couple times right there, just trying to find a feel for the baseball right now.
Yeah, he had really settled in there for a moment. Was really blowing it by him, but now missing again with 3 straight, 3-0. And 3 runs across for the East. They've all been scored with 2 outs. 3-0 pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Burnham now up to 24 pitches here in the 4th.
Got a little arm side run to it as well.
And a swing and a miss there on the 3-1. That one in there at 93.
Just sounds different.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things that, when I saw Jackson Wiggins pitch for the first time, He was like 14 or 15. He was like 90. I was like, it's just different, man. You just.
Whew. There's a swing and a miss. And so strike 3, and that'll end the inning, but not before a run comes across on a wild pitch. And the East leads this one 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at the ARBCA High School All-Star Game, brought to you by Everett, Buick, GMC. All right, welcome back to the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game, brought to you by Everett, Buick, GMC. I'm Steve Henson, along with Kevin Bohan and Tristan Harlan down at field level. And Levi Martin back out on the bump for the East squad as Brody Fountain will bat. Fountain 0 for 0 on the day as he walked in his first at bat. Martin's first to Fountain misses for ball 1. See the stark difference now that I've been made aware of TrackMan to my left. That one lifted right center field. That'll get down in the gap. And so Fountain with a leadoff single.
New turf this year at Gary Hogan Field. Of course, obviously they've had one full season on it now, but it's a lot better out there. We got to walk on it before the game, and a little bit more cushion. That last turf they had on there, you get a ground ball in that thing, and it's going to take off, boy.
Yeah, it is a very nice surface. Obviously, the outfield's still grass, and I think part of the change in the future will be all turf. As first one to Burnham misses for ball 1.
But did it?
It did. According to
All right.
TrackMan, it was just below the zone. Now the 1-0 pitch. This one lifted. Right field coming in, camped out, and makes the play for out number 1 here in the 4th.
Cooper Bodie out there in right field for the East. Going to South Ark Community College, play for Cannon Lester next year. They've made a couple of trips to Enid, Oklahoma for the Division II JUCO National Championships the last couple of years, last 3 years. I'll bring up Max Stewart.
Now Stewart. First one to him. That one ripped right at third. Good play. Knocked down over there. And then the sidearm throw. And did he keep his foot on? He did. What a play over there at first base. As the throw sailed on the sidearm throw and able to get up and make a play and get his foot back down for the second out here in the 4th.
I think that's a young man from Rosebud over there at first base.
That's what the hat says for sure.
Get a replay right here. Just got it on the bag right there. That's what you'd like to see. Of course, Rosebud's Taylor Cooper is the head coach for the East in this game. Levi Martin working his second inning right here against the West, doing a really good job.
Jake Taylor, the batter. You threw me off when you said Taylor. as our PA guy said, Taylor. It was a lot of Taylor going on there.
Yeah.
Another swing and a miss.
Jake will pitch for the Trojans next year.
Looking forward to seeing just how Coach Curry able to build off of this year. Obviously, what he was able to do to build off of that run through down to Baton Rouge the year before, but a whole nother animal this year and a series away from making it to Omaha. That one skips across the carpet. Runner going to go, and they will not throw it down. So Fountain advances. Martin to deliver the 1-2. And that one just missed. And outside. From this angle, it looked like it just missed. From TrackMan's angle, it missed by a lot. 2-2.
Pretty good, yeah.
And that one fouled off. Good job by Taylor as he looked a bit fooled on that one, but able to get a piece of it. I think if every fan in America had access to TrackMan when they're sitting down like a baseline,
umpires would never hear anything.
Exactly. The 2-2 pitch misses outside, 3-2.
I remember in what used to be the Arkansas high school football all-star game, they used to get the decals from each school and all wear them on their helmets, kind of like they do for the Senior Bowl.
Fouled out of play.
I was hoping we may see some of that action out here. Not so much.
No, but they've got their hats. It's okay. Yeah, I think the new thing with umpires, though, the meta glasses are a thing now, and I think all of these umpires at literally every level like to wear them. And there's the 3-2 pitch, just missed up high for ball 4. But we had a fun conversation, we'll call it, with an umpire over the weekend at a tournament that had his sunglasses on a very cloudy day. I'm guessing he was trying to get some content.
I follow a couple on Instagram. It's been kind of funny, watching those guys back there. I would have loved to have had something like that and been recording when I was behind the plate, man.
I have a courtesy runner at first. This ball ripped down the right field line. That's trouble. One hops to the wall. As Bryant rounds second, he'll get the stop sign. Runner going to score without a throw, and so 2 runs across for the West. And it's a 3-2 ball game here in the bottom half of the 4th.
Jaden Bryant with the hit. There we go. Jaden Bryant out of smack over the Buckaroos.
That's a good piece of hitting there out of Jake Bryant as he put that ball right down that right field line.
He's had 2 good pieces. He flew out to center field his first time up. That one he got down the right field line. We got a ball game.
Now Coy Autry will bat. A chance to tie the ball game here. Take the lead with something over that outfield fence. The first one to him misses high, ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch from Martin. Martin in his second inning of work. That one in there for a strike.
Autry, of course, he's playing summer ball. He threw a perfect game last week at the Chad Wolf Classic up in Northwest Arkansas.
That's impressive.
Yeah, for playing for the Lake Hamilton Legion team.
And this one tapped, foul. Again, I can't get over the velo difference in these last 2 half innings as we've gone from the average of about 94 to the average of about 72.
He's throwing a lot of change-ups.
Yeah, he's been mid-80s a couple of times, but for the most part, he's been in that mid-70s range. Now the 1-2 pitch from Levi. And a swing and a miss. At 86 on that one. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the 4th, but the West pushes across 2 runs. And it's a 3-2 ball game now as we head to the 5th.
Over the years, I've talked a lot about the Everett difference, but if you haven't experienced it firsthand, you may not know what that means. It means a different way of treating customers. It means a different approach to service. It means making a difference in the communities we're blessed to serve. The Everett difference isn't just something we talk about, you'll feel it when you're here. We invite you to come discover the difference for yourself at Everett Buick GMC.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game, brought to you by Everett Buick GMC on the Natural State Sports Network. I'm Steve Henson, along with Kevin Bohannon and Tristan Harlan. Will Watkins on production. Bobby Jones on our first base camera. Kristen Henson now at third base. Avery McMullen up on our high homes. Appreciate them and their hard work this week. First one in there from Burnham for a strike.
Looked like a really good slider cutter. Just fell at the end of the zone right there.
Fastball skips in.
Keaton Mathis up to bat right here. Future Arkansas State Red Wolf. Struck out his first time up and then walked back in the third inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That one off the end of the bat right at first base. Scooped. And taking himself for the first out here in the fifth.
That's what you would call firewood if we were batting with the lumber.
Yeah, that would have been splintered all over the place out on that turf.
I was joking with Mark Brissy's dad. Mark's up at the Cape Cod League pitching this summer. And I was joking with his dad about how many bats he was going to break this summer. And first scrimmage, first batter, firewood.
Wow.
Had 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a little 3 unassisted right there on the firewood. So getting a running count for me right away.
Marcus Bates batting here against Burnham at 1-0. That's a good-looking pitch there in there for strike one. Yeah, Brissy's a guy, obviously an Arkansas kid, but a guy that I think they'll be able to get a lot out of in the future. Had some moments this year, but a guy that I think they're going to get a lot out of in the future.
He was the Gatorade Player of the Year last year.
Mm-hmm. That one's in there for a strike as he started to go a little bit more to that breaking stuff and really starting to fill the zone up now.
Bad. It makes that 94 and 95 look about 106.
1-2. That one misses outside. Did go back to the fastball there.
One thing that I know Matt Hobbs will work with him on is that lower half. He's going to stay engaged a little bit longer. That front side flies open just a little bit. He misses to the glove side more. He stays open and stays on line more. He's going to throw really hard.
That one misses. Maybe a little bit of an overcorrection. And missing inside. Full count here to Bates.
Marcus Bates, of course, will go to Crowder Junior College next year. One of the top JUCOs in the nation.
And the 3-2 pitch skips. Bates will head down to first. He'll make a turn and take a look, but he'll get it back to Burnham, so Bates will stop there. Now Peyton Wallace will bat.
Let's see if we see a drag bunt right here. Like Wallace is a perfect candidate for it, with third baseman playing way back over there. Like drop down a little drag bunt right here, show off the wheels.
Wallace 0 for 2, so get something going. Maybe if you're the East squad, that one in there for a strike. If you're the East squad, maybe you want to get something going before 2 outs, although it's worked out well so far.
Yeah.
Now the 0-1 in there for a strike. So 0-2 quickly for Burnham.
That's just nice and smooth right there. He stays right there. Be all right.
And that one he took a little bit off of the fastball, 92. He'll check the runner back easily. Now the 0-2 pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 3 is Burnham. Sit down Wallace for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, there's just not much you can do with that, man. That's just really good. You see the replay right here. This looks like it falls off the table. It's slider, boom. That's gross. You even got it sped up for us right there.
One misses outside as Knowlton bats. And stick with us after the inning. We'll have Andrew Knowlton, Tristan Harlan.
Knowlton, of course, was the winning pitcher for Palestine Wheatley as they won a state championship this past year. Class 3A.
Bates steals second.
Excuse me, Class 2A.
You know, it would be great to add to that, and before this interview, as Knowlton just go deep over that 360 sign in left field, that would make for a great interview between innings.
Yeah, it would.
Call that shot here. Instead, he watches strike 1.
I would safely say he hasn't seen that velo yet this year, though.
But that's that velo. If you get out front of it, you could
throw it out there.
That's right.
Wearing a McCrory helmet. That's impressive right there. The
2-1. That one misses low, 3-1.
Let me make sure that is Knowlton. Maybe Keaton Massinelli.
Oh, it could be. I've got Knowlton on the lineup, but they could have changed.
They don't make changes, yeah.
That one missed for ball 4. So this is also where the lineup got all mixed up earlier. So now Zane McClure will bat.
Yeah, Massinelli's 5, so yeah, that was Andrew Knowlton.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
So Knowlton and Bates out there at first and second. And once again, a little 2-out rally with McClure batting.
All he needs is a blip single into right field, and he can score a run, but get a sword right there.
Yep. 0-1. Maybe Knowlton just forgot his batting helmet. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. Burnham 95 on that one.
It's not bad on about pitch 45.
Yep, 45 is exactly where he's at. Not sure how you knew that, but congratulations, way to go. That one misses outside for ball 1. I mean, you guessed that right on the number. So now the 1-2 pitch from Burnham.
Paying attention, Steve.
That one misses, gets past the catcher. One will score, and now coming to the plate is Bates as he'll dive headfirst across the plate. And the 4th run of the night scores for the East squad.
Good hustle right there by Marcus Bates. Turn a walk. Then you get a pass ball right there and score from second base. Things you don't see every day.
Not at all. That was impressive.
Yeah.
He rounded it. He was going.
They were off on the pitch, though, and he was going to go into third easily and didn't stop. Shane Fullerton or Taylor Cooper just sent him on from there.
So now 2-2 pitch, and that one skips, and he can't find it. It would come off his foot under him, so that one did not move enough for Knowlton to advance to the plate. Knowlton going to be a little out of breath by the time he gets to Tristan, though. He'd have probably rather had that home run where he could just jog his way around. And again, if he could score and to keep the inning going for a bit, he got a chance to rest. 3-2 pitch, and that one tapped foul.
Good job by McClure right there. Another 2-out rally right here. And got 2 quick outs and scored again.
Now the 3-2 pitch from Burnham. It's McClure trying to drive in another run. He'll tap this one. Might be trouble. Tough play. Charging at third, and they're not going to get him. Got to eat it. So Knowlton scores. Oh, that's right. I got ahead of myself here. Actually, sorry, Tristan, if you're listening. I got ahead of myself. Boy, Burnham. That took out our crowd mic down there as that one gets to the backstop.
That was the second time the mascot's been peppered today.
Case Walls awaits the 1-0. And a swing and a miss for strike one.
Courtesy runner right here. See if we can find out who that is.
8, I can't.
Yep. Number 2.
2.
For the East, that is Luke Reynolds from Newport. I think Zane McClure is going to be your pitcher next inning.
1-1 swing and a miss there for strike 2 to Walls.
Yeah, Walls struck out last inning. He was the first one to get to face Burnham last inning.
I think we get to see Knowlton in game 2. That one gets off the mitt and to the backstop, so the runner will advance.
Yeah, a little ejecto mitt right now. Hard to keep that thing in there.
And again, how much of that is maybe catching a guy that you're not used to that much velo, and then there's obviously some movement in every one of those pitches as well.
Yeah.
You get that late little tail, or it just makes it a whole lot tougher on a catcher who's not seen much of it. Now the 2-2 from Burnham, and that one misses inside for ball 3.
He's obviously had some big misses, but then, it's like right there, he's just off a little bit right there. That's what – just need to refine that command a little bit.
He called strike 3, and it was in there for the final out here of the 5th. But once again, the East scoring 2 runs with 2 outs. They answer the West 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and they lead this one 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on Natural State Sports. All right, welcome back to the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game presented by Everett, Buick, GMC. Here on the Natural State Sports Network. Zane McClure on the mound now for the East squad. There's McClure out of Riverside.
Should have Rhett Neidert coming up. We were talking about him, but he shot one out to second base and got out real quick. So 2-time All-State, but he is ranked number 6 in Arkansas high school baseball history for on-base percentage in a season. Wow. .655. He ranks number 9 in the state in career runs scored at 142. So a lot of talent leaving Boonville this season from football and baseball side of things.
He's quickly behind here, 0-2. And he'll tap that one at the plate. So 1-2, or it stays 0-2, sorry.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of spin from Zane McClure. Been the ace for the Rebels the last 2 seasons. Going out on top. Won a state championship last year and got to the semis this year.
That one coming back at us. Net saves us, Cabo. Now the 0-2 pitch here as Near steps back in.
It's fun watching these guys have 2-strike approaches at the plate.
Woo! Didn't have to guess on that one, as that one slips right out of the hand of McClure and gives a good little laugh out there.
It just slipped a little bit.
It is a little damp, plus pretty humid out there today. So now the 1-2. That one misses inside. You know what? It feels like that last pitch before that was maybe purposeful. You know?
Yeah.
Look how far I'm going to miss over your head, and I'm going to put this one just about the same spot, so I'm going to drop it right over the plate. Now the 2-2, and that one a swing and a miss for strike 3. So good job there by McClure to battle back and get the out. Okay, McCullough out of Mount Idaho back.
Yeah, see the fastball right here. McClure just blows it right by him. He did everything he could to keep it going, but just couldn't catch up with that.
Now the first one, McCullough misses, ball 1. And one of the things you got to think about in terms of as a hitter, that situation is the 1-0 pitch is on its way and misses. But you see that first miss being so bad. Then the second one, kind of same pitch, but a little closer to the plate. So now all of a sudden he blows a fastball by you, and you're not only guessing pitch, but you're guessing whether or not it's even going to be in the zone. 2-0 in there for a strike.
They call that effectively wild.
Yes. A bit of a gift according to TrackMan on that one. Maybe a little high.
McCullough hit over 500 this year for the Lions, had 7 home runs. Started the state championship game on the mound.
That one low.
Down. Yeah, it was down.
It was down and out, according to TrackMan.
Yeah, it looked like it. Coaches just can't help themselves.
Mm-hmm. That one, swing and a miss, 3-2. You know, it's funny. So my 9-year-old had his first opportunity to catch this past weekend.
Oh, fun.
And it was the day we had the umpire with the meta glasses on. So I need to find that film, to be honest. As the 3-2 pitch on its way here. And check swing, gets away, and so ball 4. And, but anyway, there was a couple pitches that maybe could have been strikes that didn't go our way. And at one point, Diesel turned around and looked at the umpire and said, "Where?" I said, "Where did you learn that? You've never caught before."
Yeah, I always appreciated the catchers that would develop a rapport with me behind the plate. Had some really good ones over the years. I had a young man from Star City that stood out. I was trying to think. Boxeye had a good one back in 2012, 2013.
1-0 pitch here to Wilcox. Is in there for a strike.
The 6A state tournament in 2016, Sheridan, I forget who was behind the plate, but he was a brick house. Tyler Cleveland was on the mound, who, of course, is playing for the Travelers right now. That game was done in 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Ball missed. And maybe not getting that clean catch by the catcher back there may have impacted the call. It did miss, according to TrackMan, just low and inside, but that was a good little bender there from McClure. 2-1, swing and a miss. You know, you talk about that relationship between the catchers and the umpires. It's become even more fun when you watch at the major league level now with the ABS and the back and forth. And I don't remember who it was. We were talking about the other day, catching, and I think he challenged like 3 in a row. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3 as McClure gets the strikeout. Now Nestor will bat, but Kyle Murphy to bat.
Yeah, they're changing. They're getting some guys some at bats right now. So
But he had challenged like 2 in a row, and they were overturned to the call, and that one's in there for a strike. But on the third one, it was obviously a ball, and the umpire turned and looked at the catcher and said, so ball or strike, ball or strike.
Yeah. One thing I found out about that, they have a two-way radio going to the umpires in Major League Baseball to where we got that one too, to where they're able to give feedback on the zone. Okay, you need to tighten it up on the outside corner because that's the toughest for umpires. They're set up in the slot, which is offset to the inside between the catcher and a right-handed hitter. And seeing that outside corner and making sure you have your line of sight is really tough, especially when you got a lot of velo coming in there. So that's the good thing about it is they have some real in-game feedback to help those umpires.
And when you look at the numbers, it's not just crazy in terms of misses. I think it's really showing the umpires are doing a good job. And there's moments, there's times like anybody else. Is that one going to miss outside for ball 2? So 2-2 here to Murphy.
Yeah, they miss 20 a game. That's egregious. That's when it gets up there. But usually it's single-digit misses for umpires, whether it be ball or strike.
Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Murphy goes down as McClure gets the strikeout, and that'll do it for our bottom half of the 5th. And so now we'll head down to Tristan Harlan as he'll have Andrew Knowlton from the East squad down there with him.
Yeah, Steve, down here with Andrew Knowlton now. And Andrew, you're in the top 10 for career Ks in Arkansas baseball high school history. What does that mean to you as a player?
It's pretty special. I've worked really hard to get to there. Just going out, lifting weights, going to having throwing programs every summer. Just a lot more behind the scenes. That's what I think really got me there.
Right. Of course, you're on the All-Star team this year for the East. Now, you guys currently winning 5-2. I mean, what's the dugout been like with the lead being this what it is?
Oh, it's great. Everybody's been having fun. We're all on the same page here. Everybody's laughing and having fun, but we're staying locked in at the same time.
Right. Of course, that last at bat, you got walked. You was able to get home. Was you ever thinking about maybe running from third to home when the pitch went wild there for a minute, or was you just automatically going to stay?
I was thinking about it, but he got the ball pretty fast, so I just kind of changed my mind.
All right, my last one for you. Walk me through that play at third. The ball comes to you. You kind of fumble it. You pick it up. You throw it to first base on a hop. You kind of almost pull the baseman off the path,
yes,
but he's able to get down and get the out. What was going through your mind?
I didn't really have much time to think, to be honest. It was a hot shot. I got a glove on it, picked the ball up, and as soon as I threw it, I was like, oh, crap, please make a play. But first baseman made a heck of a play over there and got back on the bag.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. Good luck in Game 2.
Appreciate it.
And good job so far today.
Thank you.
Steve?
All righty, appreciate you, Tristan, as well as Mr. Knowlton down there as we get ready for our 6th inning of work here. Just 2 innings to go, and East squad leading at 5-2, and it's been the story of the 2-out rallies so far. All 5 runs coming with 2 outs for the East squad, K-Bo.
Absolutely, and that's what you love to see. These guys have been grinding. These are the best of the best in Arkansas high school baseball this season, so no, you can't relax anytime out there on the mound. You've seen these pitchers, they really have to grind every pitch, Steve, and they're having to go after these hitters. It's just been a lot of fun to watch these kids compete.
Coy Autry out there on the mound now for the West squad, Lake Hamilton product. As he'll face Cooper Bodie here in the top of the 6th.
We talk about Fountain not seeing any velo. Autry's bringing it in there pretty good. He's not floating it in there by any means.
I was 90 on that one, so. Now the 0-1. That one foul.
I saw some chalk fly up.
Mm-hmm. But Autry quickly ahead here, 0-2.
He pounded the fastball. It has a really good slider. As we mentioned, he threw a perfect game last week at the Chad Wolf Classic, the premier summer tournament in the state of Arkansas every year in Northwest Arkansas. Had the privilege of coaching in that one a few times and winning it a couple times.
Strike 3 called. What a pitch there for Autry, and starting to see a little bit of why he was able to throw that perfect game last weekend. Man.
That was dirty.
79, 2,500 on the spin rate.
That's a good spin rate right there.
Now Chapman will bat.
Chapman from Batesville. Long list of pioneers to earn all-state honors and play in this all-star game.
That one misses high for ball 1, and Really, I mean, you'd expect Chapman to probably get out here, and then the East squad will be right where they want to be.
Absolutely.
With 2 outs and top of the lineup. Now the 2-0 pitch as Autry set. And that one lifted, left center field. And left fielder calling him off, making the catch out there for out number 2 here in the 6th.
Let's see, that was for the West. It's Carson Hamilton from Spring Hill. The Bears had a really good season. Saw their run come to an end a little bit earlier than what they wanted to in Class 1A.
Now back to the top of the order as Asa Myers will bat. And that Bender high for ball 1.
Just a bit up.
Yeah, it missed.
Just a simple, compact motion delivery for Autry. Love to see it. He creates a lot of coil off that backside. Gets downhill pretty quick.
Ball well out of play over the indoor facility here. 1-1. And that one fouled off at the plate.
It's funny. I've known Asa since he was about 7 or 8 years old. His dad, Lionel Myers, was the head coach in Northeast Arkansas before he moved over to Jonesboro. He was, I forget, he was at Wynn. And Asa's running around camp at Harding Academy, and I'm like, man, he's going to be a ball player. And he shoots up to like 6'3". And I'm like, good grief. He's a little kid running around camp for a week down there at baseball cross training that Shane Fullerton puts on every year. I had the privilege of working for the first 4 years.
A 1-2. That one fouled off as well by Asa, so he's battling. You know, it's funny how quick, and obviously you got a little when you get it, and you've seen these kids grow, but how quick they grow. We were at a baseball practice the other day, and one of the guys, the football coaches for the 9U team, his kid's on our summer team, and he looked at Diesel, and he's like, he is tall, and I've never really thought of Diesel as tall until I looked out, and he's taller than every kid on the field. 1-2 pitch just missed inside for ball 2, and so it is crazy. They hit that growth spurt, man.
Yeah.
It's something else, and all of a sudden they're a grown man out there. 2-2 pitch misses outside. I'll tell you what, Cabo, Autry not missing by much with these. Man.
All over it. See, get a 3-2, see if he can throw a breaking ball right here. He's been really good with it.
So the payoff pitch here from Autry. And missed inside for ball 4.
Yep. Another 2-out rally for the East.
As they get to the top of the lineup here, Cannon Ring, the 2-hole hitter, steps in.
You're talking about batting practice in the before pregame and everything. Cannon Ring can get one out here pretty quick. Got a lot of pop in the bat.
We haven't had one yet. Not really any wind to speak of out there. It was blowing a little bit earlier. It is, if anything, blowing out. The first one to Ring, blown by him by Autry for strike 1.
It's pretty good. The East squad has 2 Division I catchers batting the 2 and 3 hole. It's not bad.
Plethora of riches there.
Yeah, there were a ton of catchers in the East, man. You know, just missed right there. The fastball over the outside corner, but you know, Max Holland, of course, is on the East squad, even though Conway's in the western part of the state. So you got 3 all-state catchers right there, that all Division I. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. 1-1 pitch. That one in there for a strike.
Now it's dealer's choice for Autry. Let's see what he goes to right here. Probably throw the fastball off that. He tunnels that fastball really well. Just climb the ladder with the fastball, see if he can get Ring swinging right here.
That's what he did, but he misses a little too high on that one.
You talk about young pitchers, what you want to aim for right there. And what I've always told young pitchers is to aim, you know, right below the elbow. You want it right under the hands, because if it's above their hands, they're going to leave it alone. So if you're a young pitcher, just aim right at their elbow, because it's hard to get on that pitch, especially if you got any velocity, and it widens the eyes for sure.
Mm-hmm. 3-2 now. Autry not missing by much with these pitches, just out of the zone. Now the payoff. Runner goes, swing and a miss by Ring, and that'll do it here for the top half of the 6th. No runs across, just a walk. We head to the bottom half. East squad leads this one 5-2. All right, welcome back to the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game here on Natural State Sports, brought to you by our friends over at Everett, Buick, GMC. I'm Steve Henson, along with Kevin Bohannon and Tristan Harlan. Oh, out in the bat, it's Case Walls up on the mound now for the East squad. And the first one from Walls misses for ball 1.
Walls from Southside B Branch. He's a Carl Albert State commit. Going to go to Carl Albert next year over in Oklahoma.
That one missed low as well. 2-0 Fountain, 1 for 1 on the day. As he's walked and singled. And that one in there for a strike. Now the 2-1. That one misses, 3-1.
That's Kyler Wright.
Yep.
That's up to bat from Malvern.
Thank you. I heard that from my left side, and I went to look and fix it. And that one misses for ball 4.
Good start for the West right there. They got to make a little run this inning. Down 3 runs. 2 chances to get it back.
Now Carson Hamilton will bat.
Yeah.
First one to him. This one lifted, left side, long run for the left fielder. Going to be called off. Third baseman going to make the catch. And that'll be the first out here of the 6th. 2. That's Luke Reynolds.
Yep, from Newport.
Only listed as an outfielder playing third base.
Yeah. Go a little bit everywhere when you need to in an all-star game. Tristan Ray up to bat.
First one to him in there for a strike.
Ray, all-state performer this year. Middle infielder, pitcher for the Pointers. 5A West champions.
That one misses for ball 1.
He had a shutout in the or in the quarterfinals that sent Van Buren to the semifinals this year against Valley View.
That one in there for a strike.
Walls has got that big loopy curveball.
That one fouled back into the net.
Kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he'll run it up there past you.
A good mix out there for Walls. He's looking to shut down this West offense. And this one off the end of the bat, right at the second baseman caught. For the second out here of the sixth. This right gets back.
I call that a Ryder Helfrich hit. Helfrich hit more balls off the end of the bat and cue balled more than anyone I'd ever seen the last 3 years. He gets out in front of that ball and it just spins it. I imagine he's cut quite a few of them. But Helfrich's going to be a millionaire here in about 3 weeks, and the last projected mock draft I saw him going number 8 to the Athletics.
Well, that's impressive. This one, a slow roller right out in front of the plate, picked up by the catcher, and a nice play. He's thrown out at first there for the third out of the inning, and that was a great play.
Cannon ring.
A cannon ring for the East squad. And so after 6, the East leads this one 5-2. We'll be back with the 7th and final inning here on Natural State Sports.
Over the years, I've talked a lot about the Everett difference, but if you haven't experienced it firsthand, you may not know what that means. It means a different way of treating customers. It means a different approach to service. It means making a difference in the communities we're blessed to serve. The Everett difference isn't just something we talk about, you'll feel it when you're here. We invite you to come discover the difference for yourself at Everett Buick GMC.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to our coverage of the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game at Natural State Sports. So actually back out on the mound for the West squad, Mathis, little fister, and picked up foul. Ooh, should have picked that up about a hair earlier and had an easy out.
Problem was, though, if he would have gone right to the ball, Mathis would have been behind him. He would have had to make the throw. So Autry played it safe right there and did the right thing.
Mathis.
Yeah, so my daughter obviously was up here with us earlier, and my wife came and got her, and they took her like to Purple Cow and then went shopping. So, yeah. I'm going to have to call games all night.
Good luck. Good luck there, sir. My kids will be leaving soon. And that one ripped back up the middle. So Mathis with a leadoff single. Thought about stretching it to a double. But he'll put the brakes on.
Mathis' first hit of the game. Second time he's been on. Had a walk back in the third inning.
And now Marcus Bates will bat. It's a good piece of hitting there from Mathis.
Yeah, he's a pure hitter, boy. I tell you what, it's been fun watching him grow up the last 4 years. He played in 16 state tournament games.
I mean, it's impressive, again, what that program's been able to do. That went in there for a strike.
I mean, he started all 4 years. I mean, that's the crazy thing.
I think that's the crazy part when you watch. I mean, obviously, you know, as a guy that does a lot with Maumelle, and we've been on the wrong side of things with Valley View many times. As that one swung on and missed.
Yeah, that 24 state championship game was still one of the most talented games as far as kids on the field. Of course, Tag Andrews was all conference for Little Rock this year. Peyton Lee's at Arkansas. And then Valley View had kids. Blaze Ward was on the field. He all conference from Missouri. He's going to Vanderbilt. Lance Davis for Valley View's at TCU. And then just the list goes on and on. Lawson Ward went to Arizona State for Valley View. Mathis, Roach, Ragsdale, Drew Bob, Gartman. He's at Arkansas State.
And a 1-2 from Autry. This one tapped back to Autry. He'll play it and across to first for the first out here in the 7th.
Good play right there. Good communication out there. That's one of the things that, you know, ball players are ball players. So no matter what your communications are during the year and your signs and everything, ball is still ball. You still know how to communicate. So that's good to see with these young men.
So Mathis will move to second. The East squad looking for a little insurance here in the final inning. Peyton Wallace and them green gloves in there. That would have been right at us, Cabo, if not for a net. You know, when we do the Robinson Invitational, we have our flinch counter.
Yeah, flinch counter.
A little harder to get a flinch counter here, although we could probably watch a little bit of the crowd and see some flinch counts, especially a few of those pass balls Burnham was throwing to the backstop. The 0-1, that one just missed for ball one.
We talked about coaches that were here, you know. Henderson State's here. Of course, they got Brody Fountain that's going to Coach Allen Hall, assistant coach, recruiting coordinator's here. Never know, you can find a diamond in the rough that maybe they can find some money for and get them to campus.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an event you want to come see some of these guys. A little different, you know, than what they're used to, and so playing maybe a different position here or there, and just an opportunity to see kind of the full versatility as that one misses high and inside.
I guess Jacob Vandenberg at shortstop right now. Vandenberg, of course, the back-to-back MVP for the Taylor Tigers in the 1A state championship. The last 2 years, they've won 5 straight now under Coach Brian Fowler.
That one lifted. That is a high fly ball, but foul out of play. Yeah, that's another one you talk about, just the impressiveness of what they're able to do in a program. Taylor, softball, baseball, all of it, just impressive down there for them. So 5 straight is, I don't care what division you're in.
Yeah, the softball team's won 9.
Yeah. And strike 3 called there as Wallace strikes out. Second out here of the 7th. TrackMan says that one was a good bit high.
Yeah, it looked just a little high, but, you know, find them when you can get them.
Well, Knowlton will bat. First one to him. Misses for ball 1.
Just a bit outside. I think this is the first summer game I've been here where the temperature's been below 90 degrees.
Yeah, I was not. My feelings were not hurt when I saw that that change in the forecast, and it was going to get a little cooler. Just glad we've been able to avoid the precipitation.
We were playing here in 2018 in a tournament, and it was so hot. And my in-laws came out to watch us that day. It was the first game that they had been to, and I ended up getting thrown out of the game.
Of course you did.
Yeah. The home plate umpire had called 2 straight strikes that skipped behind home plate. I wasn't going to have any more of it. And Andy Menard, who was coaching with me at third base, it was a matter of who was going to get to home plate first. And I questioned the fortitude of the home plate umpire, and I told him he wasn't much of anything if he didn't throw me out, and then he went ahead and did it.
He obliged.
He obliged.
The 3-1, that's foul tipped into the mitt for strike 2. Yeah, I mean, I've only been thrown out of a few games. Actually, I got thrown out of one coaching Diesel one time, and then they let me back in.
That was the second time I'd got thrown out. The first time we're in Atlanta, Georgia for a perfect game, WWBA, 400 teams, and the year prior we had finished third. So we were one of the teams to watch coming back for our 17U season.
Whew, that ball is smoked to right. It'll on a hot plate out there. That'll score Mathis. And the insurance across, and again with 2 outs, it's a 6-2 game.
Good hit right there by Knowlton. That's his third hit of the game, so that gives him three hits on the game. Or no.
So I've got him a little different.
I was looking ahead. Yeah, McClure has a couple of hits, but that was the third time that he's been on in the last 3 at-bats. He had 2 walks.
Well, McClure, he's had one heck of a ball game today. As you said, 2 for 3, or 2 for 2. I had to skip that one at bat. So 2 for 2. Also looked good out on the mound. 1-0 pitch misses.
Talking about that perfect game event. It was our first game of the event, and college coaches at Nate Thompson's there, Nick Mingione's there, Roland Fanning from Kentucky's there, and they're all there. And me and Andy both get thrown out. I mean, there's this guy, and he was big leaguing us, the umpire out there in the field, and he's like, I'm called Big 12 games and everything. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we can expect just to do our job and coach and not have to worry about anything. Well, about the third inning, it wasn't like that. And Andy got shown the door, and then I did. And we had a couple of dads that had to finish the game. And Coach Minge said, he came out and saw me, said, well, you lasted longer than I did.
Oh, got him. What a play. On the back throw down to get Knowlton as he got caught off a little too far. And I'll tell you what, I thought he was going to be able to swim that hand over and get it to the bag, but a good job down there to get Knowlton. And so that'll do it for the top half of the 7th. We'll continue our conversation of Cabo being thrown out of games as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game. All right, welcome back as we get set here for the bottom half of the 7th. Final inning in this one as the East leads it 6-2. Cooper Bodie out on the mound now for the East squad as he'll try to close this thing down. And it's been a impressive performance here throughout this one for the East squad, Cabo, especially with 2 outs.
Absolutely. They've scored 5 of their 6 runs with 2 outs today, and that's been the thing that's been very impressive about this team. They never give up. They've had a couple of walks. They take their walks. They haven't been swinging anything too much out of the zone, and then get the big hits when they need to. Of course, a lot of these kids, they've been in big situations their whole entire high school careers. It's been just a lot of fun. Very clean game so far. We'll get to see this one wrap up, and make sure you stay with us. We've got another 7-inning game coming right after this one. Get the pitchers warmed up and little break in between, but we'll get it rolling.
So Vandenberg will bat here in the 7th for the West team. Yeah, I'll take the break because it'll give me time to get this set up, and we'll be good to go in the next one. As the first one misses there for ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a miss on an 86-mile-an-hour delivery there.
Very deceptive 86. And watching Bodie and watching his windup, he pumps it up a little bit. You watch his stance right there. He steps off and he really pumps it up and gets those glutes firing. Look at there.
Mm-hmm. He keeps it well hidden.
Yeah.
Until very last moment. So.
Tough to hit. He didn't pitch a whole lot for Brooklyn this year, but when he did, he was lights out.
So the 2-1 pitch here from Bodie. Right down Main Street for strike 2. So 2-2. And now, Cabo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all 6 runs were with 2 outs.
That is correct. I had to go back and look too.
Because that last one was with 2 outs as well. This one grounded to second. Played there, crossed the first. One away here in the bottom half of the 7th. Both of my kids are here until probably midway through that second game, but I'm hoping that my youngest is out there just listening to the chatter. I think the chatter is what he needs to pick up now going forward.
Like, it's very clean too. We want to make sure that these guys have done a really good job.
I missed who that is batting.
He's got a good little Gary Sheffield bat twitch though.
There's the first one in there for a strike. I have Autry, but I don't believe that's who that is. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. How about Ty Williams?
There you go. I think Ty Williams may get to pitch a little bit next game.
So the 0-2 on its way from Cooper Bodie. That one misses.
Williams
ball 1.
From Jasper. He caught and pitched for them last couple years. Our graphic right there reads Nestor, but that is Ty Williams from Jasper.
Now he's got it right.
There we go.
That one up and in. That's the quick changes they're making on us out there.
Yeah.
So 2-2.
Good old technology.
Look, I got to give Will credit, though. We were joking about the box situation earlier, but he put those graphics together. I didn't think he was going to do it because we got all the information late. He did a good job getting all that in. Swing and a miss there for Williams. He looked a little uncomfortable up there in that at-bat.
Yeah. Up at Jasper, they don't see guys like Bodie on the mound too much.
So Niedert will bat. And last chance here for the West squad in game 1. Again, as Cabo said, it is a doubleheader. We'll take a break between games. Let the pitchers get loose and warm and ready to go. And we'll have game 2 for you, another 7-inning game. And who knows, maybe the appearance of Max Holland will happen as he's trying to race back from Fayetteville.
Yeah. Holland, of course, the winner of the inaugural the More Sports Player of the Year award.
And misses high.
It came down between him and Sean Cover.
I got to call a home run or two of Max Holland down at the Robinson Invitational.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
He is so good behind the plate.
That one lifted, right side, long run out there, and just out of the reach of the right fielder. Is that Levi?
Levi Martin at first base,
okay.
yeah. Martin's not known for his wheels.
That one had shades of Omaha 2018 in it. So now the 2-1 pitch. That one misses high, 3-1. It's crazy. That exact same situation happened in I think it was a Supers.
Yeah, it's softball.
No, it was in a baseball.
That is softball
but it was
too,
down
yeah.
the third base line instead of the first base line.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So now the 3-1. This one lifted. A little maybe easier. Martin chasing it. And look at him make the catch over there. And that'll do it for game 1 as the East squad wins this one 6-2. And stick with us here as Will, do you want to break first and then do it? We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with our most outstanding player of this one. It'll be Zane McClure for the East squad. We'll be back just a minute here on Natural State Sports.
Over the years, I've talked a lot about the Everett difference, but if you haven't experienced it firsthand, you may not know what that means. It means a different way of treating customers. It means a different approach to service. It means making a difference in the communities we're blessed to serve. The Everett difference isn't just something we talk about, you'll feel it when you're here. We invite you to come discover the difference for yourself at Everett Buick GMC.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game here on Natural State Sports, brought to you by our friends at Everett Buick GMC. We're going to head down to Tristan Harlan as he's got our player of the game, Zane McClure, with him.
Yeah, Steve, here with the player of the game, Zane McClure. Zane, you went 2 for 2, had a single, 2 runs scored, and you tossed a couple Ks. What went into your preparation for this game?
I'm not playing with the summer ball team, so me and my buddy, we've just been throwing and hitting, trying to get ready for this. After I heard we had this game, I'm trying to get on that machine, facing like a little velocity. It's been tough, but I somewhat figured it out tonight.
Right. So, of course, you guys pretty much controlled the tempo of the entire game. You guys got up 2 in the second. But how did the dugout respond? I mean, of course, they ended up scoring some, but you guys were chirping the entire game. I mean, what went into that?
I wasn't aware we were going to do that, but once it started, I was down for it. I love it. But I think that's what helped us. We had more energy than them. And, at the end of the day, that's all you got to have fun to win.
Right, so you guys got about a 30-minute kind of delay until the next game. How are you going to mentally prepare for the next one?
Well, first I'm going to eat. I'm starving. And then I'm going to sit down, stretch a little bit, and just stay loose for the next game.
Hey, Skinny Bones, you need to eat something big.
I got to get big. I agree. I'm a little too small.
Well, Zane, of course, talk about, just 2 for 2 with a single. You were a big part of why you guys won 6-2 in the first game. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I came in. Dude, everything kind of tough, and I was trying to keep my head, stay back, stay smooth, don't do overwork and everything. And the first hit just came easy, and that second at bat, man, that kid's done tough, hard, swinging bunt, but base hit's a base hit in the stat book, so I'll take it.
Hey, Tristan, real quick, ask Zane the approach with 2 outs. They scored all 6 runs tonight on 2 outs. Talk about that approach too.
All 6 runs scored on a 2-out approach. How does that happen? Is that just something you guys kind of were waiting for? Was it something you maybe practiced?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's just everybody's being patient, I guess. I don't have an answer for that.
Well, Zane, congratulations on winning our player of the game. Congratulations on winning game 1, and we'll hopefully you'll have a great game 2, and we'll be right back here talking again.
Maybe. I appreciate it.
Steve, Kevin.
All righty, appreciate you, Tristan. Good job down there. Great game by Zane McClure. Impressive. K-Bo, what are your thoughts here on game 1?
6 runs on 6 hits, no errors. That's a big thing. The West had a couple of errors. You saw it. They weren't able to get the bat on. This East team is really loaded. We talked about, even with Max Holland not here, of course, but they had Owen Davenport out there. When you got Mathis and Ring and, Asa Myers leading off, and then just up and down the lineup, Knowlton, Vandenberg, they got guys that they were putting in that were state championship MVPs at the end of the game. So while these teams are even, you got to see just the East maybe a little bit better than that one. We'll see what happens in game 2.
All righty. Well, appreciate you guys joining us for game 1. As you heard a moment ago, we'll have about a 30-minute break, and we'll be back with game 2. So congratulations to the East squad, and we'll be back with game 2 here on the 2026 ARBCA All-Star Game, brought to you by our friends over at Everett Buick GMC.